SVC or Simulcast? Which one of these technologies should you be using in your WebRTC solution in the SFU, the media server? Let's start by understanding what they are exactly and then discuss it a bit. So Simulcast allows us to send multiple streams in multiple bit rates and resolutions and qualities from the device to the SFU. So I'm going to take the video that you're now seeing, send it in 3 different bit rates towards the media server. The media server will be able to then decide how to send it forward. Is it going to send the highest bit rate, or is it going to send something else? And that's going to depend on the user on the other device, the capabilities there, the network, the display, and many other things. SVC is different. If in Simulcast we're sending 3 different streams to the SFU, in SVC, scalable video coding, we're sending only one. But it's going to be like an onion. We're going to have a layer, and on top of that another layer, and another one. We're sending all this to the SFU. The SFU can then take the single bit stream, okay, and start peeling off the layers, keeping only what it needs when it sends it out. This means that we've got something that is a bit more optimized. It takes less room on the network, but in many ways it limits us. Why is that? In Simulcast, we can do hardware encoding and decoding to these bit rates because we're actually encoding and decoding the simple streams in the codec that we're using. SVC requires an optimized or a type of an encoder that is very rare to find in hardware in terms of acceleration for encoder or decoder. So we're going to use only software encoding and decoding there. SVC is also harder to implement and also doesn't allow us to use multiple video codecs. In Simulcast today, theoretically, and we're starting to see experiments of using 2 separate codecs. On the higher bitrates using, for example, VP9, and in the lower bitrate using AV1, which is better, but takes a lot more CPU. Also understand that this is not a new discussion that we're having. 20 years ago, a company started off called Video with a Y. They started building a video conferencing solution that used SVC, scalable video coding. 20 years later, a lot of the systems out there, I'd say most of them, still use Simulcast and not SVC. And not because SVC isn't superior, but because it's a lot easier to deal with Simulcast, and the end result is good enough. So next time you're going to check which one to use, bear that in mind. You can learn more about SVC, Simulcast, and WebRTC in webrtccourse.com, and you can use the testing and monitoring platform, testrtc.com as well. See you next time.